I want to get back down to our Beacon Hill studio, VB, with a special guest, fellow Emersonian. I've been looking forward to this all day, VB.
Fellow Emersonian, Gino, although she tells me you were there years before she was. Jennifer Coolidge, local legend. Is it okay to say local legend?
Well, hey, you can call me whatever you want to call me. Thank you.
Well, here's how you know that Jennifer Coolidge, A, is from around here, and B, hasn't forgotten her roots. You just called your 90-year-old father in Norwell to say, hey, I'm going to be on FOX25 in a minute. Check it out. So I love that.
I think he's 89. I think he's 90 next. Yeah, so I don't want to. I don't want to pre-age him.
I've just done that, so tell him I'm sorry. Take him for breakfast at the Strawberry Place down there. Apologize.
Oh, isn't that great, Strawberry Fair?
I love it.
Isn't that
love
cute?
It. Awesome.
How do you know about that?
We get around on the Fox 20. We zip trip to
God,
Norwell last year.
That's the cutest place.
You were a Fox 25 zip trip trivia question. Do you realize that when we were down in Norwell? Yes.
What was the question?
See, I didn't write that on my notes because I'm not sure you're going to like the question. The question was, Stifler's mom is from Norwell. Would you?
Oh, that's fine. No, I thought you were going to be like, how much does Jennifer Coolidge weigh? I was going to be like, I'm glad.
Not only was the answer yes, but Rowdy Roddy Piper, the wrestler who was on later in the morning, also felt the need to answer that question. And he, too, was in the affirmative category. So there you go. You know Jennifer Coolidge from TV. You know her from movies. Let's start with this. The Boston Herald, talking about you coming to town this week, says, Cougar in town.
Wow.
Cougar Coolidge. Now, do you like that?
I didn't see that. No one showed me that. Wow.
Come on.
That's very nice of them.
What is more impressive? Getting the Cougar in town in the Herald or getting on the marquee over at the Wilbur in the big neon? There you are. A girl from Emerson, a little girl from Emerson
I know, I'm
is
so
now
tiny.
on the marquee.
I'm just the tiniest little thing.
Next to me, you are the tiniest thing, so you got nothing to worry about. That's got to be kind of cool.
No, that is very cool. No, I did. I saw that.
Now, did you take the picture? Like, you can show it to your 87-year-old dad? I'm trying to get back into it. Take the picture of you pointing up to the marquee. Look, I made it. I'm here.
I've arrived. Yeah,
all those Emerson checks have paid off, Dad.
Oh, my gosh. All those Emerson checks.
You're still working those
off. We're still paying those off. My gosh, yeah. No, it is pretty cool. I have to say, and the Wilbur Theater is pretty cool inside. I didn't know it was...
You were there Saturday night. Now, everyone's asking me at the station. Everyone loves you, and I got a million things I got to ask. But now, what is she doing there? Is she just doing one-liners? Is it a Stephen Wright act? Is she telling stories?
I'm actually doing Stephen Wright's act. I'm just...
That's good. What happens to your dog when you spill spot remover on it? I've never gotten the answer
all of
to
his
that.
best stuff, and now I just say it, and somehow it's working. No, I just sort of tell stories, and, because I'm in a lot of... cleaner movies and television shows, it's, it's a chance to, not have to be so edited. You can sort of, you can
let it flow like a mudslide.
You can say, I think that's the great thing about doing stand-up, that I didn't realize just how free it would be. Like, you can say anything.
You're talking about sex in the act. Now, how in-depth are you getting? I mean, how into it are we getting here?
Well, I actually...
Because I can sell some tickets right now, I think. I don't think there's any question about that.
There is a live sex act on stage.
Joe, get me the phone. Hey, before we get to that, I'm looking at your resume and I'm looking down the list. I can't believe how much stuff you've been in.
Wow.
But you look at your TV resume.
Yeah.
You've been in all the bigs. We got Seinfeld, we got Friends, we got Sex and the City, we got Frasier, we got Nip Tuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the good luck charm or if you've just been very lucky, but this is pretty cool.
It is all luck, I have to say. It really, a lot of it is luck. I think the comedy world is smaller, I think, than the dramatic world. So, like, if you get on like Seinfeld, or like, somehow people, I don't know, you get the phone call.
Is that the one you still hear the most about, is the masseuse in Seinfeld? Or, aside from the other one, which we'll get to in a second. But that's the one that I think of. Now, my wife says, oh, no, she was on Friends. She was unbelievable. She drove whatever the two are, crazy. I'm in the other room when that show's on. No offense.
No, that's all right. No. That was actually a cool thing because Friends was such a big show at the time.
Oh, huge, yeah.
But, all of that stuff helps, being on those TV shows and stuff. But
as you see in the Herald, what the first line of your obituary is going to be.
What do they say?
When you go 50 years from now, Stifler's mom has passed on. Are you comfortable with that? Are you cool with that? Or have you had enough of Stifler's mom at this point?
No, actually, it was one of the only films I did where I actually played someone that was sort of remotely attractive. I mean, usually
Remotely?
usually
I think there's a few 100,000 men across this country who came of age as a result. of
well,
it.
no, it was a great part to get, but that part was actually someone where like I got to sleep with a young kid, and a lot of the stuff I do is like I'm the
That's not
loser
part of the
girl.
act at the Wilbur, right? You sleeping with a young kid?
Well, we couldn't get the kid in time for tomorrow night's show.
Call me. I'll be happy to help you out.
No.
That's what I do. That's
No.
what we professionals do,
Yeah, no.
When did you
we
know,
do-
by the way,
Yeah,
that American Pie was going to be a cult phenomenon? Because I'm guessing when you were shooting it, you're like, this is just another movie.
It was just another movie, but I tell you when we knew, the cast got invited out to dinner by the executives on the movie. We were all invited out to this Mexican restaurant, and I remember thinking, I'd never been invited to a restaurant before by executives. And so what happened was I think they tested the movie and saw how high it tested, and then they thought we deserved a dinner at a
And
restaurant.
every executive said, Jennifer, you sit right next to me after watching the movie.
Well, no, I was stuck at the end of the table. I don't even know how I got invited, but
outrageous.
the kids, the kids went on to be huge superstars. But yeah, that was I knew that was a sign that something good was going to happen with that movie when we got invited to dinner.
And do I need to ask a girl from Norwell who now lives in Nolens who she's rooting for in the Super Bowl on
Oh my
Sunday?
God! Oh come on, please! Oh please, Saints win!
Can you just throw your head back and say, oh, please, a couple more times? Because I think that the people out there demand that. What time's
it
the
would be
show
so
on
good.
Saturday at the Wilbur?
Oh, it's at 7.
You can't.
Yeah.
And if for some reason you're in Chicopee, the
Yeah.
Hookie Low keeps coming up in the news. It's unbelievable.
I know why.
Scott Brown was
Yes,
there.
Scott
Eddie
Brown.
Griffin was there. Now
Yeah.
you're there at the Hookie. The Hookie Low is a happening place out there in Chicopee.
I know it is.
You're there tomorrow. You're at the Wilbur on
Yeah.
Saturday. The great Jennifer Coolidge.
Hey,
Round of
thank you.
applause. Pleasure to meet
Thank
you,
you.
by the
Thank
way.
you so
I
much.
love it.
Thank you.